A week before the wedding, my fiancé suddenly postponed the ceremony so he could throw a welcome home party for his childhood sweetheart. His buddy was stunned. Are you insane? You're pushing back your own wedding? Serena coming home is that big a deal? Besides, your fiancé actually agreed to this? My fiancé answered like it was nothing. Relax, it's only a day or two, no big deal. And anyway, she loves me so much she'd never say no. I stood outside the door, silent for a long time, then left pretending I hadn't heard a thing. When the wedding hour arrived, he called me from the venue, frantic. Vivian, where are you? I stared at the ring in my hand. This wedding? I already had it, without you. I'd planned every detail of the ceremony myself, staying up night after night for this one day. Yet the moment Serena landed, Hunter wanted to hit pause. My hand on the doorknob shook as I eavesdropped, too scared to breathe. Hunter frowned. Dude, what the hell? You postpone a wedding like it's dinner plans? You're about to get married, stop acting like you and Serena are still a thing. Hunter waved him off, annoyed. It's just one meal, how is that shady? You bringing Vivian? She's your fiancée, remember? He grew irritable. If she finds out she'll get all jealous and throw a fit, total headache. Whatever, she loves me too much to mind. The guys around them smirked. Lucky bastard, gorgeous childhood sweetheart. We're green with envy. Honestly, we always thought you'd marry Serena, super pretty and from the same world. Hunter's face darkened. Shut it. If Vivian hears any of this, I'll wreck you. Everyone laughed. Okay, we'll zip it. Everyone knows Vivian's crazy about you. Suddenly Hunter's phone lit up. Serena. The room erupted in whistles. Sweetheart's calling. He didn't shush them, just picked up. Serena's laughter spilled through the speaker. Hunter, I hear you're throwing me a welcome party? Yeah, this Friday at Grandview. It's just a trip home. Why the fanfare? 3 years ago I promised you a grand welcome when you came back. Serena was visibly touched. I can't believe you remembered. 3 more days and I'll be home, wait for me. Hunter smiled gently. I'll be waiting. The second he hung up, the guys started howling. Nice move, man, Grandview, no less. Hunter just smiled. I stood in the hallway, bitter. Our wedding was booked at a budget 4-star out in the suburbs. When we'd picked the venue I'd laid brochures in front of him, he hadn't even looked, just yanked one at random. Any place is fine. Keep it simple. Yet this welcome dinner, every detail handpicked, the city's most lavish 5-star hotel. Turns out he knew exactly how to plan, I just wasn't worth the effort. While I dreamed of our wedding, he was counting the minutes to Serena's party. 3 days later an invitation arrived, delivered by Serena herself, radiant. Vivian, Hunter insisted you get one. The more the merrier, promise you'll come tonight. Clutching the card, I went to Hunter. I'll be there tonight. Beware? He was nodding his tie in the mirror. When he spotted the invite his brows snapped together. Vivian, it's only a crowded welcome dinner. Your hearing's bad, stay home and rest. I'm going. I want to see the party you put so much thought into. His hand stilled, irritation flashing across his face. Why do you always do this? Serena's like my little sister, she just got back. Sister? I cut him off, voice trembling. You delayed our wedding to throw a welcome bash for your sister? He flinched, then straightened, righteous. Only 2 lousy days. The wedding's not going anywhere. She had a rough 3 years overseas. Same old excuse. My ears began to ring. I pulled off the right hearing aid. Can you check this? I've been missing words lately. He took it automatically, just as Serena's call came through. He stuffed the aid into his pocket and answered. Serena? You've landed? I'll be right down. Phone snapped shut. He ushed past me. I'll get this fixed later. Be good and wait here, it's way too loud for you at the party. The door slammed, and half the world's sound vanished with it. My right ear sank into silence. While I stood there reeling, translucent text scrolled across my vision. Hunter, drive faster, don't keep Serena waiting. Vivian's getting clingy, crashing the party for no reason. I froze. What on earth? More lines rolled by. Hunter, I'll fix the aid in a few days, keep her home. Serena hates ugly scenes, seeing Vivian standing there with that thing in her ear would spoil the mood. A fist closed around my heart. So to Hunter, my disability was an eyesore. I bit my lip until I tasted iron, but tears still slipped down. When I'd first told him about my hearing loss, he'd grinned and said, no big deal. From now on you've got me, I'll take care of you. Rage surged. The more he wanted me gone, the more certain I was to show up. I hailed a cab and charged to Grandview. Luxury cars jammed the entrance. Inside, bass pounded my left ear. In the center Serena glittered in a sequined dress, Hunter leaning close, face soft, looking like the groom-to-be, not me. The sight stabbed me, my eyes watered. Serena spotted me first, all wide-eyed innocence. Oh my, Vivian? I thought Hunter said you. Hunter spun around, expression instantly cold. He strode over, voice low and hard. What are you doing here? I told you to stay home. His gaze flicked to my right ear. Where's your hearing aid? You lose it and still run around? I pointed at his trouser pocket. His face twitched, he fished it out and sighed. I'll get it repaired tonight. It's chaos here, this noise will damage your ear. Go home, okay? Serena floated up, champagne flute in hand, syrup sweet. Hunter, don't scold her. She's here now. Mid-sentence she squealed, sloshed the entire glass down my dress. Serena, trashy bumpkin, just disappear already. A hush rippled around us. Serena clasped her hands. Oh no. Vivian, I'm so sore. The floor must be slippery. Hunter, help her. Hunter grabbed a napkin, dabbed twice at the stain, then turned to Serena, concerned. You okay? Didn't twist your ankle? Dresses can be cleaned, just don't fall. Hunter, Vivian's nothing but trouble. I shoved his hand away and started to leave. I'd barely turned when my skirt jerked, a long tear split the silk. Serena's new crystal nail winked at me from the hem. She yanked her hand back, eyes round. Vivian, your dress caught on my nail. Oh gosh, what do we do? It's ruined. Serena, good, now she looks like a beggar. Let's see if Hunter even glances at her. Whispers and snickers rose around us. Hunter's face darkened, humiliated. He seized my arm and hauled me toward the exit, snarling, look at yourself. Have you no shame? He yanked off his jacket and tied it around my waist. My eyes burned. We're getting married in days. Can't you keep your distance from other women? He barked back, Serena isn't other women. She's family. If we'd wanted to be together, it would have happened years ago. A sugary voice cut in. I swallowed my tears and turned. Oh dear, something's come up with her. Hurry back, it's freezing out, don't catch cold. Then he swiveled toward me and tossed off a single sentence. Hey, you, get yourself home. Look at that dress, it's practically shredded. I stayed. I crouched in the planter outside Grandview's grand entrance. The rolling comments in my head wouldn't stop. Hunter, sis actually walked out? Li Jiahe, I told her not to come, but she insisted, like some psycho. Poor Serena had to suffer for it. Serena, Jiahe, don't be mad. Maybe Vivian just cares about you too much. Serena, Jiahe, didn't you say you had a welcome home gift for me? Serena, OMG. The newest martini line. Jiahe, I love you. Li Jiahe, glad you like it. Just a trinket, suits you. A trinket? Back when we were planning the wedding, I'd browsed the website, every single piece from that jeweler starts at well over 100 GR. And my own engagement ring? The plainest design on the menu. 3,000 for the pair. Serena, by the way, Jiahe, that engagement ring you picked for Vivian is pretty plain. Doesn't do her hands any favors. Li Jiahe, really? I just grabbed whatever that day. What style do you like? I'll take you to choose one later. Serena, stop it, I'm not the bride. Still, the ring you're wearing looks great, clean and classic. My heart lurched. The band on Li Jiahe's finger was our engagement ring, a simple platinum loop. Li Jiahe, you like it? It's yours. Serena, seriously? Jiahe, you're the best. Lightning cracked over my head, I felt flung into an ice cellar. That ring, on the day we got engaged he'd blushed like a boy, fumbling as he slid it on. Vivian, it's nothing fancy, but it's my whole heart. One day I'll trade it for something bigger. Now he'd tossed that heart to Serena like loose change. I clamped both hands over my mouth to muffle the sob. Suddenly an old, forgotten ringtone sounded. So I hear you're getting married, congratulations. I squeezed the phone so hard my knuckles whitened. Sebastian. My brother by paperwork, and the man who still owned a corner of my soul. Sebastian. You sound off. What's wrong? Tears betrayed me, flooding out. Serena had thrown wine on me, ripped my skirt, humiliated me in public. I hadn't cried. Watching Li Jiahe give our ring away, I'd swallowed the sting. But Sebastian's quiet what's wrong, tore the levee. I bit my lip till I tasted iron, then dragged in a breath. Brother, I need a favor. I lost track of how long it was before Li Jiahe came back. He carried a fresh box. Vivian? Look, I got your hearing aid fixed overnight, even bought new domes so it'll sit softer. I lifted my swollen eyes to him and didn't reach out. His grin faltered, he tried to grab my hand. Still mad? Okay, my fault, I shouldn't have snapped. Serena's just clumsy, you know that. Li Jiahe, where's your ring? I cut him off, guilt flickered across his face. Oh, that must have slipped off in the ballroom. My bad, I'll look first thing tomorrow. He rambled on, voice syrupy, the same old routine. My gaze slid past him to the coffee table where his lit screen showed Serena's latest Instagram, visible to a select few. The photo, an artfully shot plain platinum band. Some things aren't yours, no matter how hard you claw. What's meant for me, no one can steal. Li Jiahe had liked it within seconds. I tugged one corner of my mouth, pointing at the screen. He glanced back, spotted the post, and paled. He lunged for the phone to unlike it. Spinning toward me, caught and rattled, he lashed out. Vivian, how long are you going to milk this tantrum? I already apologized. Promised to get the ring back. Serena's just posting on Instagram, why are you so petty? Can't you be bigger than this? After tomorrow she'll be your sister-in-law. We're supposed to be family. I answered dead calm. Nope. I'm exactly that petty. If I don't like the view, I walk, deal broken. He froze, he'd never seen me refuse to swallow the farce. I didn't mean anything deep. Can't you cut me some slack? I'm exhausted being stuck between you two. Watching his back as he stalked off, my eyes burned and spilled again. I was tired too. 3 years earlier, I'd chased Li Jiahe for almost 6 months. The minute Serena left for London, he suddenly agreed to date me. I spent a week pinching myself. Everyone in our circle knew how I adored him. Now, with Serena back, he'd postponed the wedding, and the whole city laughed at me. What he didn't realize, the woman he cared about was never me. I picked up the freshly repaired hearing aid and dropped it straight into the trash. Then I opened the airline app and tapped book. 2 days later I met the wedding planner for the final tasting and run sheet at Grandview. The instant I stepped into the lobby I saw the last people I wanted. They emerged from the elevator laughing, Serena swinging several luxury shopping bags, fresh spoils. They saw me too. Triumph flashed in Serena's eyes. She gave Li Jiahe's arm a deliberate shake. He avoided my gaze, but let her hang on him, saying nothing, looking away, silent permission for her taunt. Old me would have lunged and screamed. This time I swept my eyes over them, pressed the elevator button, and stepped in like they were strangers. My calm knocked the smirk off Serena's face. Li Jiahe glanced back, confusion and a hint of panic creeping in. Li Jiahe, why is she so calm? The meeting went smoothly. The planner asked softly, Sterling, does Williams need to double-check anything? No need. I signed with a flourish. Proceed exactly as planned. Outside, I pulled out my phone, the e-ticket was waiting. The night before the wedding Li Jiahe rang. Vivian, tomorrow's the big day, don't stress. Sleep early, okay? I hummed agreement while my Uber rolled toward the airport. Serena's voice floated in behind his. Jiahe, tomorrow you marry, how can I bear to let you go? He scrambled to muffle the phone, but I'd already heard. I spoke evenly, take good care of Serena. Good night. He sensed the flatness. You're not mad, right? Why would I be? You said we're all family. He exhaled, certain I'd finally folded. Wedding day. Li Jiahe woke early, styled his hair, suited up sharp. He'd texted me to get to Grandview early, don't be late, no reply. Calls went straight to voicemail. He frowned, assuming usual nerves. Women, such a hassle. Unworried, he led the groomsmen, Hunter in tow, arriving before most guests. Minutes crawled. The bridal suite sat empty, not one guest from my side appeared. He began pacing, checking his watch, dialing non-stop, still powered off. He tried Caldwell, the answer came cold, Vivian's life is hers. Solve your own mess. Panic ignited. Hunter, find her, traffic jam, whatever. Makeup team? Any word? Whispers rippled through the hall. 11 o'clock neared, no bride. Li Jiahe stood beneath the floral arch, sweat soaking his Suda's murmurs and stares drilled into him. He dialed again, hand trembling. This time I picked up. Hello? Vivian? Where are you? Are you close? The ceremony. I gazed at the massive diamond on my own finger. Hunter, stop waiting. I've been married for a while now. Hunter froze. What are you talking about? I lifted my phone and held it closer to the speaker. Didn't hear that? The wedding march spilled from the tiny speaker, and Hunter's voice shook. Where are you? Quit fooling around. I know you're just trying to piss me off. Someone plucked the phone from my hand. Long time no see, Hunter. The voice of his lifelong rival, Hunter would recognize it even in hell. Sebastian? How did you two end up together? Stay away from Vivian. I gave a short laugh. Oh? You get to stay cozy with your childhood sweetheart, but I can't marry mine? Alright, honeymoon time. Bye. I ended the call and blocked every number Hunter still had for me. No matter how many times he dialed after that, the result was the same, dead air. His chest felt caved in, ears ringing. He finally understood, this wasn't a prank. Caldwell stepped closer, puzzled. Ahwa, where's Vivian? Hunter stood rooted, cold sweat plastering strands of hair to his forehead. Hunter's best friend Hunter snapped to attention. She bailed? I told you and Serena not to get so touchy-feely. You never listen. Look what happened. Caldwell put two and two together and slapped Hunter hard. Useless. Go fetch Vivian back, now. Hunter's eyes were bloodshot as he roared, find her. Track her down. Wherever Vivian went, I want to know. I'm the one who put that ring on her finger. I will not let her marry anyone else. Serena tugged his sleeve timidly. Vivian Hunter flung her away, she hit the carpet. It's all your fault. If not for you, she wouldn't have run. Call her, apologize. Tell her nothing ever happened between us, that we're innocent. The banquet hall at Grandview fell dead silent. Then the giant LED wall at the front, until now looping Hunter and Vivian engagement photos, flickered. My live wedding feed replaced it. Obviously some European castle garden. Center screen, I wore a custom couture gown that made the one I'd ordered for Hunter look like a rag, and the man lifting my veil, Sebastian, smiled like I was the only thing in focus. Text scrolled underneath, Sebastian, heir to Sterling, weds childhood sweetheart Vivian in London. Hunter's face drained of color, he stumbled backward. No, impossible. Fake. It has to be fake. That's my bride. Her name is Vivian, mine. He charged the screen, clawing at our image, until security tackled him. Guests burst into whispers, laughter, camera flashes. Caldwell nearly fainted from rage. Book me a ticket, earliest flight to London. Right now. Hunter barked at Hunter, I'm bringing her back. She belongs to me. I raised my left hand, studying the fire inside the diamond. Sterling, how does the performance feel? Sebastian's amused murmur came from the seat he'd taken beside me. Honestly, anticlimactic. I'd expected fireworks, but my chest just felt heavy. I glanced at Sebastian's profile and, possessed by who knows what, blurted, Big brother, you're not still into me, are you? He didn't answer. Mom had adopted Sebastian, he doted on me, we caught feelings, Mom disapproved. No blood shared, but on paper we were siblings, scandal material. Mom shipped him overseas, cut contact, and I barely saw Sebastian again. That day outside Grandview, bro, help. I need out. Sebastian arranged everything, even hired the crew to stage the stunt. Third morning in London, after touring Sterling's new headquarters, we headed to a nearby Michelin spot. A ragged figure shot from the shadows and blocked our path. Hunter. Fresh off a plane, hair tousled, clutching the plain platinum band he'd once slid on my finger. Vivian. He lunged and grabbed me, refusing to let go. Why? Why run? Don't you want me anymore? Rambling, voice cracking, th. Years, all those memories, you said you loved me most. I answered flatly, Hunter, I did love you, very much. But did you ever love me the same way? I love you too. How could I not? Looking at this man on the verge of tears, I sighed. The moment you postponed our wedding, we were finished. But Serena's only a little sister to me, nothing happened, we're clean. I looped my arm through Sebastian's. Seeing me with another man hurts, doesn't it? My pain when you delayed the ceremony, so publicly, was no less. You defended Serena and called me an embarrassment, yet I was your fiancé. Hunter sputtered, you never told me. If you just said something, a cold laugh slipped out. Didn't I? Weren't you the one who told me to be reasonable? My gaze rested calmly on his face. Hunter, look closely. I lifted my left hand, the diamond blazing. This is my ring. This is my husband. As for you, we're done. Go. I tightened my hold on Sebastian's arm and looked away. Sebastian, let's go. Our reservations waiting. Life in London was hectic and full. He booked me the city's top ENT team, ran every test, and personally walked me through Sterling's overseas operations. He never tired of whispering, Vivian, you were born to shine even higher. I'd cover my ears and groan, yeah, were you a monk in your past life? News of Hunter filtered in through Sebastian's casual mentions. His company's cash flow is drying up, we sniped 2 of his flagship projects. Parents are furious, especially after the wedding fiasco. I listened, unmoved. 3 months later, top-tier medicine had my hearing stable. My chunky hearing aids were swapped for the newest nearly invisible pair. Sebastian slid a folder across his desk. Domestic takeover target, small outfit called Hercule, sexy patents, smart engineers. Fancy a trip back? Hercule? The name rang a bell. I flipped to the shareholder page, legal representative, Hunter. I arched a brow at Sebastian. Hercule? He leaned against the desk. Yep. He's bleeding cash, desperate for a lifeline. We want the tech. Only. A grin tugged at his mouth. He has no clue one of Sterling's major shareholders is you. I closed the file, mirroring his smile. Then let's go home. Setting foot on familiar soil felt completely different this time. The acquisition meeting was scheduled for the next afternoon in Sterling's headquarters. I arrived early on purpose. Sebastian, as Sterling's CEO, took the head seat, while I sat on his left as special shareholder rep. Executives filed in and took their places. 5 minutes to start, the door opened. Hunter walked in. Only 3 months, yet he looked like a different species. Even the expensive suit hung loose, bruised dark bags under his eyes, stubble he hadn't bothered to shave. He clutched a document pouch, his gaze swept the table, landing on Sebastian, forcing a brittle smile. President Sterling, apologies, traffic was, mid-sentence his eyes found me. The smile shattered, his jaw dropped, no words, just a silent, wide-eyed stare. I was wearing the custom-tailored suit Sebastian had ordered for me, and the huge diamond on my left ring finger flashed so brightly it was impossible to ignore. Where was the girl he once called a buzzkill and an embarrassment? Where was the girl who'd been over the moon about a $3,000 engagement ring, who'd felt crushed by every half-hearted word he said? Have a seat, Williams. Sebastian broke the silence. The meeting starts in a minute. Li Jiahe's whole body jolted. He yanked his gaze away, stumbled, and nearly knocked over the chair beside him. He didn't dare look at me again. The hand he'd hidden beneath the table was trembling. The meeting began. The Sterling team laid out the takeover plan with perfect clarity. On Lee's side there was only him, no assistant, no counsel, no one. When it was his turn to speak he opened his mouth several times, but the sentences came out disjointed. Williams, Sebastian cut through the ram. Ling, Sterling is interested in your core tech. Given your current market performance, our offer is the highest, and final, price our valuation supports. Take it or leave it. Lee's head snapped up, he stared at Sebastian, then flicked a panicked glance at me. His lips quivered. President Shen, this figure, could we? No. That's the final offer. You have 10 minutes, or you can hear the opinion of Sterling's other major shareholder. Sebastian tilted his head toward me. Director Sterling? Every eye in the room pivoted. I laid down my fountain pen and leaned slightly forward. My voice wasn't loud, but it carried to every corner. Williams, as a Sterling shareholder I fully support President Shen. This acquisition proposal is the best, and only, deal on the table. I met his stunned stare and spoke each word clearly. My personal advice, accept. It's the only choice you have left. The meeting ended quickly. With his assistants helpfully signed the letter of intent. He didn't look at me again. The moment the pen left the paper he practically ran. I walked out, Sebastian followed. How does it feel? Honestly, no wild rush of victory, just release. What will happen to him? Sterling will absorb Hercule's key engineers. The cash he walks away with might last a while, if his childhood sweetheart doesn't burn through it first. Serena. The name had almost faded from my memory. Back in the lounge I switched off airplane mode and the phone exploded with texts and missed calls, almost all from Li Jiahe. Vivian, I'm sorry. I was wrong, so wrong. Please see me. I took the ring back from Serena ages ago, she snatched it like the shameless leech she is. I've lost everything. I only have you, Vivian. Please, for the sake of what we had. I deleted them one by one. For the sake of what we had? There had never been a we worth saving. I was about to power down when an unknown local number rang. I picked up, frowning. Vivian, you ungrateful bitch. What dirty trick did you pull to our Yuan Jiahe? Is that Shanghai your sugar daddy? Don't celebrate too hard, you unwanted deaf freak. When, I cut in calmly, first, Li Jiahe's bankruptcy is the result of his own mismanagement. Second, I'm Vivian, shareholder of Sterling, watch your language or my lawyers will happily discuss defamation. Lastly, the man you're defending is probably regretting right now that he dumped the woman who loved him for a clingy so-called sister. Good luck. Goodbye. I hung up and blocked the number. The world was finally quiet. Sebastian handed me a glass of warm water, eyes smiling. Director Shen's authority, nicely done. I took the glass and grinned. I was just borrowing my big brother's spotlight. He looked pleased. What do you want for dinner? A celebration of your first shareholder victory? I left the follow-up work to others. I wanted nothing more to do with Li Jiahe. A few days later Hunter filled me in. As soon as Serena realized Li truly was broke, left with only enough to clear some debts and pay cheap rent, she cleaned out his remaining cash and vanished, screaming that he was a loser who'd wasted her youth. His parents, mortified by the wedding fiasco, practically disowned him. He sold his car and anything valuable and moved into a dingy studio, drinking his days away. Hunter ran into him once at a street stall, dead drunk, babbling all night. He said the thing he regrets most is losing you. Hunter sighed on the line. Vivian, I know I've no right, but the guy's a wreck. I gazed out the hotel window, phone in hand. Hunter, everyone pays for their choices. His misery isn't my doing. We're done. Don't update me again. I hung up, the last ripple in my heart flattened. Sebastian and I were having our farewell dinner when an assistant hurried over. Director Shen, a Williams Jiahe, is downstairs in the rain. He refuses to leave. Sebastian frowned, about to speak. I set down my knife and fork. I'll go. Vivian? Don't worry, just a few sentences. Outside, rain poured. Mike was soaked, his suit plastered to his body. When he saw me he lurched forward, but security held him back. Vivian! You finally came. I stood inside the revolving door, separated by glass. Li Jiahe, there's nothing left to say. No. There is. I was wrong, blind. Serena, that bitch, took every cent. I have nothing left, only you. Forgive me, please. We loved each other so much. Loved? I laughed. What you call love was my one-sided devotion. Love doesn't postpone a wedding the night before for another woman, it doesn't look away when she's humiliated and call her an embarrassment. His face went chalk white, lips shaking. As for your having nothing, it's called karma. Enjoy the gift your dear sister left you. I stepped back, turning. Vivian. He dropped to his knees in the rain. Give me one more chance, just one. I swear, your promises are worthless. I gave him one last look. Goodbye, Li Jiahe. Never show your face again. I walked to the elevator. Back at the penthouse Sebastian waited by the window. When I entered he opened his arms. I walked into his warmth. All finished? He asked softly. Yes, all finished. Then let's go home. Okay, home. 1 year later, Norway. Bundled in thick Arctic gear, fluffy hat, mittens, I leaned against Sebastian, staring at the northern lights dancing overhead. On my left hand glittered the diamond I'd chosen myself, on his, a matching band. Sebastian and I were married, no postponement, no welcome banquet, no obnoxious little sister, and with Caldwell's blessing. Cold, he murmured. I shook my head, brushed a kiss across his lips. With you, nowhere is cold. Thanks for listening to our story. If you liked it, hit like and share with friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more tales. See you next time.